Did you click live?
Yeah, we're live.
Here we go.
Good job.
How's it going, everyone?
That was a good one.
I feel fancy now.
Let's see.
Mike just told us how to do a 30-second countdown before we went live.
And if you pay for StreamYard, you can actually add your own countdowns. So
okay.
Yeah, we upgraded ours only because they sent us this deal. They were like, "You want to upgrade?" And I'm like, "Why not?" Then I started.
What's it cost if you don't mind me asking?
I think it was like for the year. I think it might have been like $200. But you can have 10 guests on at once, and it's unlimited record. It's unlimited streaming. So
that's awesome.
It might have been a little bit cheaper.
I want to start a new thing where we have 10 guests on at a time. Let's have a crazy live every Thursday.
Hey, you get your money's worth.
Nate doesn't even like 10 people.
It's like, I don't even think I know 10 people.
Well, welcome, Mike, and hello to Cap Guy Bobby and Robert. And
thanks for having me.
Who else
Johnny's
is in here?
out there.
Red's Outpost, Sharon. Hello, Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
The Cap Guy.
Johnny's here. Uh-oh. Johnny's here. Sorry.
That was you.
It was me. Yeah, it was.
I thought I was second, but Johnny beat me because I had it on the top chat, so I was actually third.
Come on, Mike. Don't steal Johnny's thunder.
See, okay. So the Cap Guy said it's $200. He upgraded too.
Dang.
Can you pay monthly? I know it probably costs more.
You can pay monthly, but for that deal, you couldn't pay monthly. So you had to, you just had to pay the whole thing up front. But what's nice though is they said once you, at the end of the year,
out behind you.
I know, I can see. Just to redo it, you're allowed to. They said they'll give you that price, so that'll be that price the whole time.
Okay. Hi.
There's the stars of the show.
I know.
You can leave now, Mike. We'll talk to them. Tell us all about your dad.
Yeah. No, we don't want to do that. You guys see it all already.
Yeah, don't expect the countdown every week because I doubt if I'll remember how to do it next week.
Well, what's nice is we redid some of our countdowns. Like we did a 10-second one, a 12-second one, like a 30. But then we also went into like YouTube audio and added music to it, so it changed it up some. And there's a bunch of cool ones you can do.
Yeah, you know what I tried to do this week? Because Nate keeps taking my latest videos and putting it on his story and say, "Hey, checking out my friend Chuck's video." So I'm sick of this. I got to do it for Nate back. Honestly, Nate, I spent about 90 minutes on it last night.
Are you serious?
I can't figure out how to do it. Do I do it from your video? I don't know how to do it at all. I'm really bad with Instagram. What?
I had to have my wife show me how to do it because I don't use social media that much. So she taught me how to share it to my stories. And because I've been trying to, grow my audience on Instagram, but it's hard to when I hate social media. So it's like I don't get on there enough.
I hear you.
My wife does a lot of our Instagram stuff just because she knows it more than I do. But the one thing I hate about Instagram is you can't use your computer.
You can.
Yeah, I learned that. I try because
you gotta sit there and do the whole. You gotta basically program it to do, and it's just a pain. Because she asked me tonight, she goes, "Oh, did you share that out there?" And I was like,
"Hey, Baldy,
no." So I sent it to her, and she did it. She's in the chat now. She's upstairs watching. So
who is that Raina?
Yep.
Hello, Raina.
I'll give you a wrench. Since we know you're real.
She's real.
She's for real, yo.
She makes an appearance every once in a while in the videos.
Well, I realized I should probably stop giving wrenches to names I've never seen before.
Yeah,
Because every time I'm like, you get a wrench, you get a wrench. It's like
we
then
did
I'm
that at
thinking
the
like,
beginning, and we kind of put a stop to it too, just because, like what you just said, you don't know who's in there. So if we start seeing the same names in there constantly, then we'll do it. But the last thing we want is our whole thing, all this to get hacked.
yeah.
No kidding.
Oh, thank you. My wife made that. And yes, I may be full of myself. Just gonna throw that out there.
I kind of like something behind. Like I almost got like they did the canvas people was doing a 16 by 20 for 99 cents. I was like, I should get our logo on a canvas and put it behind me.
That's a great idea.
Let me
Just
show
hang it
you
behind
guys
me.
something.
This
is ridiculous.
is it kid friendly?
Oh yeah, it's kid friendly.
Okay.
You're like,
I know how your show goes. So
We'll keep it cool.
they're good till 8. So
okay, so I'm going to put this in a display case with LED lighting, and like I said, I'm kind of full of myself, so I got a big poster of myself, and down. So behind this wall, there's a hallway that leads into my inventory room and everything. I'm actually going to make a Hall of Fame of all my YouTube channels.
that's great.
Will anyone see it? Probably not, but me. But it'll be cool to walk through every day.
You have to sign it though.
Oh, I got to. It's going to be worth a lot one day.
Well, it'll kind of be like you're walking into a movie theater and there's all the movie
Exactly.
All starring Nate.
Yeah.
Well, I think I told you before, Nate, that I used to keep one of those mini bats in my office at one of my old jobs, and it was signed by me.
Yeah.
And they're like,
It's a good conversation piece, right? Because people are like, who's it signed by?
Me.
Well, there's this guy named Back Row Bitter, me.
That's great.
What did Terrell Owens say? I love me some me.
Yeah, there's a lot of those guys in it too.
I can relate.
Well, Mike, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. So I'm Mike, Yinzer Picker. As you probably noticed before me, the two of the Yinzer kids are behind me. We're part-time resellers out of Pittsburgh, near Pittsburgh, and we have full-time jobs, but YouTube became a thing whenever our kids said, hey, why don't we do this? And I thought, okay, it looks easy. Before you know it, we'll be demonetized and whatnot. Well, I was completely wrong. It takes way longer than you think. We've been actually doing eBay on the current one we have for almost 12 years. So,
oh wow!
Before that, I've been selling on eBay back when you had to do money orders and checks in the mail. So the whole eBay, I really wish I would have started this a long time ago. So, but I didn't. So we're here now.
I've said before, but I thought YouTube was dumb, and then now I'm watching nothing but videos on it, and like, man, This is really hard.
Well, I would have never guessed like people go thrifting.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Like before, I remember like growing up, like you were embarrassed to go to the thrift store to buy clothes. Now it's like that's all I wear. It's just
me too.
It's craziness, and I didn't really know. Even last year was the first time I really started to know that people did this on YouTube. During the pandemic, I think that's when it started to get big.
Well, I thought it was done. Oh, Bobby, by the way, I'm buttoning it up. I gotta keep it PG till 8. So, just kidding. This is bothering me. Sorry, guys. But yeah, because my daughter would watch. I don't know if your kids ever did this, but she would watch videos of people playing with toys.
That's
or opening toys.
Ryan's World, I think, is one of them.
Well, one of them's that, and then there was one called Lucky Penny Shop or something.
No, never heard that.
And the guy literally has a toy dog, and he talks, and they open toys and play with them. And I'm like, the guy has millions of subscribers. I'm just like,
Well, that
YouTube
Ryan's
is
World
dumb.
that Ryan's World was like one of the top paying channels. I mean, just for opening toys and reviewing
Yeah.
them. Like,
Maybe that's what we need to do.
no, they're
Not
huge
reinvent the
on.
wheel.
They're huge on the Ninja Kids. I think it is now. And my youngest loves Blippi, which that dude gets old quick.
What's his name?
Blippi.
Blippi. Okay.
He's based out of like Washington, I think it is, but it's better than Caillou.
Oh my god! Don't get me started on Caillou.
Such an annoying little brat.
No, Robert, I'm not gonna get one for my TikTok channel. I don't even usually use that most of the time.
My son used to watch a channel where this guy would go. I think he lived in Australia, but he'd go to the local stores and buy like knockoffs of real toys.
Yeah.
He'd get knockoff Thomas the Trains and knockoff Avenger stuff. And then he'd come home and like do product reviews, and they'd fall apart half the time. And at the end of the show, he'd put them in a blender or he'd throw them in a chipper or something. And somehow he had a camera view like inside a chipper. And that was actually kind of entertaining to watch.
I mean, during the pandemic, we watched a lot like the Bell Life. If you've ever watched them, where they would just—it's like they were called the Bell Life. It was a bunch of brothers, and they would just like inflict pain and just do stupid food challenges. It was the funniest. I mean, it was like
that sounds like my family.
Yeah, and actually, and we started watching them too. Have you guys ever heard of the One Chip Challenge?
Nope.
So, Pocky,
the hot spicy thing.
Yeah, if you go check out the video today, there's a link down in the description for it because right now the company is only selling them on Amazon. $6.99 for one chip, but this year's chip, I think they'll be here tomorrow. I'm still deciding what to do with them, but it's one chip. It looks like a Dorito, but it's made with Carolina Reaper and scorpion peppers.
Oh gosh!
It lights you up. I mean, so I'm still debating. We did the one last year, and I don't know if I can handle it anymore.
My brother-in-law did it, and I'm just like, no thanks. I'm good.
It tastes disgusting, and it burns. It'll burn for hours in your stomach.
No thanks.
It could be a new challenge for the resellers. I'll have to start calling people out to do it.
Oh,
please don't call me out because I won't do it. I'll just tell you right now.
I put a link in my. I put a link down in my thing, and actually, somebody bought 3 of them.
Oh wow!
So that's super popular, and people are doing the videos, and I mean, they're getting the views. I just don't know if the views are worth it.
Hello, Misha Renee. I don't know if I said hi to you.
No, I think she snuck in.
What is she doing in that picture? I can't see it.
Hi, Cali Reseller.
Looks like she got smacked.
Baldy Pal had a really good live last night, too.
Hey, Luis.
I feel you, Adam. Peppa the Pig really gets under my skin.
Peppa the Pig's not too bad.
I like Peppa.
Bluey's very popular in our house right now.
I'm not even going to correct myself. I'm just going to be real. I'm just going to continue to say I don't like it. I'm not going to join you guys.
The Cap guy said Teletubbies were annoying, too.
Oh, God, yes. They were horrible.
And they were creepy.
I know. Yeah.
They're like, oh, look at my belly. And then the screen would come on. And then you got the creepy little child son up in the sky.
Yeah, I told my wife she needs to do the one chip challenge, but I don't think she's down for it.
I hate annoying things.
Chuck, I was about to say you did not mute your mic.
What are you talking about? You know what's fun to do? If you tell your son to do something and then he backtalks, every time he opens his mouth, just start doing this along with his lips. Dad, I'm trying to tell you. Finally, he just goes, fine.
Cap guys, I think the Cap guy's right. He said you apparently know too much about the Tubbies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I watched too many episodes.
How about the Wiggles? Either of you lived through the Wiggles?
Oh my god, dude!
Fruit
The
salad.
Wiggles is another show I could
Yummy
not
jelly.
stand.
There's a
tolerate
lot of those kids shows that are just rough. I think Caillou tops them all though.
Yeah, that's pretty
Misha
bad.
loves all annoying things.
I used to hate Arthur too.
There was just something about that. What was he? Was he a rat or was he
I think he's an aardvark.
or
He was
or-
like an
yeah,
aardvark, but he had a short nose. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. It was not a fan.
Wearing
So if you guys are
sunglasses.
just tuning in, this whole show is about shows that annoy us.
Well, I was supposed to be on last week, but once I found it was on Chuck's channel, he annoyed me, so I was like, no, just save it for this week. So
I don't blame
We
you.
had to keep squeezing him in because he did not want to be on Chuck's channel. It was awkward.
because I even asked, I said, who's on? I said, what channel is this on? He's like, Chuck's. I'm like, nope, I'm going on vacation instead.
Hey, Chuck, I'll give you the honors of asking Bobby's question.
What? Oh,
I'll give you the honors. This is you.
so Mike, what's your stats? That's from Bobby.
Well, we'll answer that later.
After 8?
Hey,
What does Yinzer mean? What is Yinzer? That's like an area of Pittsburgh, right?
it's kind of like it's slang, and a lot of people in this area do not like being called Yinzer. Like it's almost like instead of saying where are you going, like where Yin's going. And people do, and a lot of people that live here do not like being called that. But you know what? I live here, so I like it. It took us a while to think of a name because you have like Pittsburgh Picker. We wanted it to be something, and my wife brought it up, and she said, "What about Yinzer Picker?" And I'm like, "Man, okay." And we went with it, and here we are.
Kind of like
Looking
cheese.
back, I feel like I should have went with something similar to someone popular on YouTube because my name ain't showing up.
Well, the other thing too is you don't want to make like you have a Commonwealth Picker, you have Cincinnati Picker, like
Yeah.
everybody kind of has that picker or flipper. But there's only so many names you can really think of. I mean, but you do see other people's names, and it's like that's really creative. And yeah, Yinzer is basically y'all. I guess if you want to say that.
Yats. I've never heard that one, Robert. Yuns.
Like Funyuns?
Ooh, I love Funyuns.
Onions are. That's the chip.
Don't try the Lay's. You know how Lay's does that certain like they come out with special flavors.
Yeah.
They came out with the Lay's Funyuns.
Really?
Yeah, I hated them. It's just like I'll eat a Funyun.
You know, you guys know the chip I'm addicted to are Takis. And I literally only started eating them less than a year ago, this past year, because Amazon had some kind of show on where these girls got stranded. It was like some kind of ended up being an experiment, but a bag of Takis washed up, or they found a bag of Takis, and then they fought over it. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, one, why have I not tried this? And two, why are you wanting something spicy when you don't even have enough water? Like,
I think we were on that
I've
kick
been
for a
addicted
while.
ever since.
I've never heard of them. So they're a spicy chip?
It's like a rolled tortilla chip type
Like
thing.
a bugle, almost. Like a spicy bugle.
Okay. You know,
Yeah.
Aldi has a good fake Funyun.
Really?
Clancy's brand. Oh, what's this? Restart to install the newest Windows update. Okay, I'll do that later.
I thought you were going to do it right now.
He's like, okay, that restart guy. His computer told me to.
That's what I thought he was going to do.
I gotta do what Mr. Gates says.
Yep. Funyuns.
Yeah, Funyuns are amazing, Misha.
That's Chicago. Married to New Yorkers got their own speaking thing too, so
Yes.
sure.
Do it, Misha.
I think Yats would be like, I don't know. I could see that being somebody from like New England.
Well, isn't that what Robert said?
Oh, was it? I thought it was something else.
Oh, I love computers. Yeah, New Orleans. People in New Orleans are Yats.
That's the first I've heard of that. No, you should restart now. That might be good.
Really? You're gonna talk smack about me?
I almost wore a tie for you tonight, but
why didn't you?
I can't tie a tie, so
Clip-ons are fine.
I do need a clip-on. Also.
Check this tie out. It's somebody's family.
Oh, it's not even.
Do you not know who that family is?
No idea. I got this at an auction. It was in a box of stuff.
That is amazing.
That makes it even better.
Dude, I would.
I might wear it to work because people ask me.
I was gonna say I would wear it somewhere and just talk about the kids like I knew them.
That's Cletus. That's my oldest Cletus, and there's Yvonne.
You need to wear that tie on Father's Day.
They could be my kids. I don't know.
Oh my god!
I lost my new tie. I found one from like the 50s.
Hi, Papa Bear.
And I lost it. I don't know where it is. Hey, Papa Bear.
That's a new name for me.
Papa Bear Recess?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while, but he's been around. They've been around. That tie is epic. You're darn right.
I would have never thought of picking up a tie with somebody else. That's like you have that picture frame when you buy it in the store. It has another family in it. You just put it out.
My brother used to do that. His whole mantle above his fireplace was stock photos.
That'd be funny to start getting random people in your videos, like they're a part of your group. I mean, half the people around here don't want you filming them anyway, so.
I had a guy at an auction recently get pretty excited. He asked me about filming and stuff, and he's like, "You have a YouTube channel?" I said, "Yeah." So in my next video, I happened to catch a clip of him in that day. So in my next video, I pointed him out, and he was pretty excited. Next time I saw him, he's like, "Chuck, I saw myself in your video." Darn right, man.
Every time our intro plays, babies, if she's watching, she'd be like, "Me." So that makes her happy just to be in the intro.
When I see myself, I say the same thing. Me.
Well, I mean, when we started this too, I hated filming myself. It took me forever to film that first video because I didn't like filming myself and just I don't know. I didn't like it. And now it's just like 200 videos deep, and I don't even care at this point.
Yeah. You get so used to it.
You kind of do. It still bothers me. If I'm in a parking lot filming and somebody's sitting next to me,
you're talking to yourself.
Yeah, I'm talking to a camera or a phone. That's the only time it bothers me now, though.
So I've gotten out of, I guess, my comfort, or I guess I've broken that shield or shell, whatever you want to call it. And so one of the channels I've been filming for, I still got to post the videos for it, but it's Big Three Adventures, and I'm vlogging our family's adventures. And my wife and daughter don't want any part of it. And I'm always with my phone right in my face in a crowd. I'm like, "Hey friends, we're back." Really sarcastic and upbeat. And people are like, "Who is he talking to?" And then my wife and daughter will walk away from me because they don't want to be seen.
Well, even when I filmed that What Sold video from Gettysburg, I was if we were at one of the monuments, I made sure there was nobody around whenever I filmed them. So,
Bobby, this is not pickle juice. I can assure you that. It kind of looks like it with the lighting.
Pickle juice.
That'd be a good drink.
Olive juice? What is it?
Some pickle moonshine.
Is that a thing? I'd try that.
We have jalapeno moonshine.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's good. Good.
You always got to go spicy.
It's not that spicy though. It's subtle.
I'm a delicate little flower.
Drink the water.
Yeah, that'll give me heartburn.
So what is your favorite thing to sell? Or do you have a favorite thing?
I'd say right now, which actually I'm getting ready to put a top 5 video together. I think it's finally time to do it, even though mine's probably not going to be as entertaining as some people's because they're putting like $100 things. I think right now is Tupperware. We've been finding a lot of vintage Tupperware, and it sells consistently. Even just lids sell. So, and we pick it up cheap enough.
It's one of my favorites.
We love it, and like people say, oh, like we had a lady, she sold us 2 pieces with 1 lid. She goes, well, that only has 1 lid, so I'll give it to you for $1. Okay.
Darn.
I would have taken the lid for $1 because the lid's going to sell. People leave the lids at picnics and they lose them and they need lids.
So do you sell just the lids too, Chuck?
Yeah, we do. I have a ton of them to list. I've got like boxes of lids.
I've watched Chuck videos about Tupperware, and I'm looking for the whole set, but now I feel like I need to look for the lids too because I didn't even think about just selling the lids.
We actually found, and I don't see it sitting next to me, but this lady was selling a bag full of Tupperware utensils, which some of them weren't Tupperware, but there was these little stir sticks for like iced tea or milkshakes in there.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean things that like you don't even think of, but the stuff sells though.
Yeah, the toys are pretty hot too. If you can get the little miniature Tupperware stuff.
Oh, I never even found those yet.
I never get them because the old ladies fight over them. The Amish ladies will bid them up.
My wife knows more which ones are old, which ones are more vintage, but I still just pick them all up because most of the time she'll keep some of the stuff. But I mean, we found it was weird 2 weeks in a row. The first week I found was for the deviled egg holder, but without the egg holders in it. Well, then the following week I found the same exact one with the egg holders in it.
A lot of them.
Yeah, they're gonna sell. I mean, the lids are the best though because it takes nothing to ship them.
I also sell a lot of the straps, the handles for like the cake holders and stuff.
Okay.
They're just like a strap.
Really?
Like a triangle.
Yeah, I just sold a cake holder the other day.
$10 to $12 each for those, easy, and I sell a lot of them.
I actually have a cake holder sitting next to me. Somebody asked for the size of it. So.
Sometimes you find those in the free boxes.
I never even thought of that.
Tupperware.
Misha, I'm gonna have to try this shot, and I'm gonna hold you to it. She said a shot of Jameson, the shot of pickle juice right after is so good.
That sounds good. Do that.
I'm not a big fan of shots anymore.
Well, I can't do many.
Well, if you follow us on Instagram, I did one while we were on vacation at the cabin. We found this place. I was out for work, and it was out in the middle of PA, and they made their own moonshine. It was called Forest Fire.
Okay.
Well, it was 140 proof.
Oh wow!
So I bought like a little like 2-shooter. So I took it on vacation. My wife said, "Oh, why don't you do that shot now?" Okay. Took me a little bit, but I finally did it, and let's just say it was like drinking a fire. It took my breath away. Like my eyes were tearing up. I couldn't talk. I have a video of it on my phone. I'm not sure if I should post it or not, but
yes.
She posted a picture. She posted a picture of it on Instagram, but I'm still debating whether to post it or not. But honestly, it was good. I would drink it again, but I would sip it and not take a shot.
Right.
You've learned your lesson, right?
Oh, I seriously, it took my breath away. Like it was like I couldn't catch a breath. It just burned the whole way down. It was good though. At that point, I was like, I'm getting too old for taking shots.
Oh, I'm way too old. If I start taking shots, that's when I time travel.
Thing starts like in a helicopter.
I have a problem, and this is going to sound bad, but if I'm around a bunch of people and they're like, let's do shots, I'm like, let's do it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, let's go for it, all in, all or nothing.
Well,
when
I was 33, I was still doing that too.
Do what?
When I was 33, I was still doing that too. That was many moons ago.
Shots will hurt you.
I don't want to do it, but if it's there and I can't be the only one not doing it, so.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be a dweeb.
Right, look at that nerd. And I'm like, I can do shots too, guys. No, for real, Misha, I'm trusting you. Next show, next week. Jameson pickle juice on Chuck's channel. It's happening.
Sweet.
Is that okay with you, Chuck?
Do you have Jameson?
I will go get some.
Do you have what? Do I have to do it?
If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's your channel.
You have to do it.
If Nate's I'm doing it.
You should do it. I'll do it. Misha's doing it. See?
Misha does it every day. She brushes her teeth.
She wakes up like, get my Jameson with pickle juice.
Right after I brush my teeth.
Hey, I got to write this down real quick because I'm an old man. I forget things.
You're going to forget the recipe for Jameson and pickle juice? That is a tough one.
Yeah, I'm posting note up on the screen.
I'm really writing it on a post-it note right now. So.
It's eBay still.
I bet.
Okay, good.
Who's on next week, Nate?
Tina, resell royalty.
Oh, she'll
Are you trying to kick Mike off already at 7:30?
I know, really.
That what a douchey move.
See, that's why I didn't want to be on last week.
He's like, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up, guys. So, who's on next week?
or maybe it's because he just showed up early.
Yeah, I'm tired.
He already thinks the show's over.
I'm always amazed when Johnny does that. Well, my numbers are going down. I call it quits. Oh.
Okay, I got a serious question for you, Mike.
Okay.
And you don't have to. It's still PG, so you can answer. I think
I'll try to answer it.
Okay. Do you, and be honest with us, but do you eat food if it's expired?
No.
Past the expiration date?
No.
Nothing?
Well, I take that back. Depends. If it's like potato chips, sure. But like if it's cheese, no.
Cheese is fine.
No. I mean, there's people in our family. If there's moldy cheese, they just pull the mold off and eat the rest of it. So
I'd do that.
No. Okay.
No.
So I watched this guy. He made videos doing this, and I guess he's a farmer. He's like, everyone wastes all their food, and he was cutting around the mold on the bread. And I'm like, if I see my bread growing something, I ain't eating it. I don't care if it's in the very back. I'm done.
Yeah, bread I won't do it, but cheese I would.
Now, if I was poor and that's all I can do, sure.
Yeah.
But no. Like there's stuff that it would be like a day before, and I'm like, nope, I'm not touching that. We'll open up a sour cream. I'm like, is that okay? Like,
well, because sour cream gets like condensation in it, and it starts looking a little funky.
About a week ago, I think it was, my middle kid, she drank a glass of milk. After she drank the whole glass of milk, she said, "This doesn't taste right."
I love it.
We looked, and it was like a week over. It was expired today.
She didn't get sick or anything?
No, she just drank a glass of water. It was fun.
Well, you might as well tell her to finish it up. We ain't wasting it.
Well, I heard there was like that circle on the milk container. If it pops out, that means it's expired.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what I think so. Like that one of those, like, how old were you when you found out that? I mean,
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck, do you know who Super Couponer is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, don't kick her out.
Don't put her in timeout.
It's a cranky old
or
lady.
him.
Well, they've been added as a moderator.
It's one of those old cat ladies that has nothing to come on.
Hi, Super Couponer.
And call people out.
Yeah, I'm one of these people that won't. I don't know. There's something about the date, and
Yep.
I work in quality, so expiration dates are everything to me. So if it's expired, I don't touch it.
Like, there's a reason they put that date on there.
Yeah. And then,
Right.
like, growing up, my family's always like, that's just for them to sell it. I'm like, I don't think so, because it starts getting stinky afterwards.
Well, there is two things. There's an expiration, and then there's a best buy date. And I guess
true.
Well, some things only have one date on them.
Yeah.
But
So I
like,
don't know what you do.
I know, Chuck, you said you eat moldy cheese, right?
Yeah, I'll cut the mold off and eat the cheese.
Yeah, I see. With me, well, one, cheese does not last long in our house. I have a cheese obsession. I think it's just one of the medicines I take makes me like, what is it? Calcium you get from cheese? I don't even know.
Yeah, you get calcium.
Yeah. So it's like I overcompensate for it because I don't drink milk because it makes me gag. Just the smell of milk I cannot stand. And I eat an unhealthy amount of cheese, unfortunately.
So what's your favorite type of cheese?
Oh, I have all kinds. Like, I love it all. Like, for real. Like, the stinkier the cheese, I love that too.
Right, cheese sticks do not last in our house.
Same.
I mean, we buy the big packs and it's gone in a week. So
Nate,
how long for
always
pizza?
putting me down, Tommy.
What'd you say?
I said Nate's always putting me down on the bottom.
Well, you're tall.
Well,
What was Misha's about the pizza?
Pizza.
Yeah, she said, "How long for pizza?"
Are you talking about?
Is that like 2 minutes in the microwave, or
Or are you talking about if you bought a pizza, how long until you quit eating on it? Because if you buy like a pizza from, say, Domino's or whatever. By the way, YouTube, this video is not sponsored by Domino's. But if you buy Domino's pizza, like, are you talking about, do you like eat it on 2 or 3 days later, or do you throw it away that night, or what?
I could do 2 or 3 days later.
That's what I do. I just put it in the fridge, and then it's lunch for the next few days.
Until it doesn't reheat right, then I'm done.
Yeah.
I've never had a pizza last that long. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I love how super cute are just because I'm an old hat.
See, I told you.
Hi, Tommy. No, it's required. I don't like Chuck being at the top.
You had to take me down a couple notches. I was getting cocky.
Do you have anything that you absolutely hate selling, Mike?
Women's clothing. Even though I just put up a video today about 25 pieces of women's clothing. Because there's just so, like, women's clothing, I feel like you get so many more returns. And there's just so much, it's not like typical men's stuff where it's just, okay, large, extra large, or the jeans or whatever size. There's just, I don't know. I'm hoping to get more into it because I think that there's a lot of money to be made in it. But we'll see. And from what everybody was commenting on that video, we did the thread up mystery box. We got 25 pieces of women's clothing. Everybody keeps commenting saying we got probably one of the best boxes ever.
Oh, good.
But I'm like, I don't know any of this stuff. So I think I might actually list everything on Poshmark and just let it go.
Where all do you list things?
Facebook and eBay, because we tried Mercari. We never sold anything until about 2 weeks ago. I sold a pair of shoes on Mercari, but then I realized I sold that pair of shoes 2 months ago on eBay. So,
ouch!
Like, this is kind of.
Hi, Myra.
It's kind of. It was just rough, but I want to do Poshmark more, and I'd like to try Mercari again. My wife didn't. I think my wife only I think she only got 1 or 2 things out of that she ended up wanting.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be way above that on this mystery box.
Good.
I think there's going to be one piece that might pay for everything in that box. So.
My dad bought a mystery box. There's a place up north of us up in Indianapolis, and they do mystery boxes, and he bought the $100 one, I think, and he lost money. Like there was nothing. They literally filled it with stuff you would find at $1 at like a flea market or something. And he's just like, oh my God. And then so I went over there to try to help him figure out how to lot some things to try to make some money. So he did end up making, I want to say like $40 or something off of it, but he spent like 100. And I'm just like, man, they really got you, man. Because we were both going to buy one. And he's like, well, how about this? I'll buy one and then take the hit if it's bad. And I'm like, I'm glad you did.
We did 2 Amazon ones. We got 2 for 100. The first one was okay. I think I might be able to come close to breaking even. The second box is way better, but the stuff's just going to take a while to sell though. So,
yeah.
Where did you buy the Amazon ones from?
Somebody was selling them on Facebook, which was shady to begin with.
Oh gosh.
So they had them in a storage unit about 25 minutes away, and I thought, okay, let's go see what these look like. So, first off, we pulled up to the store. I pulled up to the storage unit, and this girl was sitting out front. She's like, okay, let's drive around the back of the storage unit that's in the back. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is how I'm going to die. Like, so she opens up the storage unit, and it was probably like 12 feet deep. She goes, okay, and all the boxes were stacked in the back. She goes, okay, go ahead and pick them out. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm going to walk in this storage unit. She's going to shut it. I'm stuck in here. But they were all, they were all factory with all the Amazon tape and everything. So I just picked 2 boxes off the top.
What's hilarious? You're like me, where your gut's telling you to turn around, but you're like, but am I going to miss out on a deal?
I know. There's that PS5 in there. I know.
I could die.
Like they shut the.
Well, my wife even said before I left the house, she's like, are you carrying when you go? I don't know if that's really going to matter. I'm sitting there thinking I'm going to walk in the storage and I'm going to get jumped by a bunch of people jumping out from behind these boxes. And nothing ever happened. It's funny because the girl we bought them from just messaged us on Facebook, and she said she wanted to put on the Facebook post, like, as featured on Yinzer Picker.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm sitting there thinking, how about you throw me some free boxes because you don't want to work on the prices.
Yeah.
I'll open up a couple more. I mean, I don't even know if we messaged her back yet, but she actually subbed to me that day. I went to go pick them up because I think she wanted to see what was in them.
Still, that's shady.
Well, and like I said, I've wasted money on worse things, so
yeah,
it's all the thrill of the hunt.
If you've not wasted money, then I guess it's hard for me to believe you've not made a mistake, because
Exactly.
we all make mistakes.
These bins behind me, there's a lot of mistakes in there, but I hope not. I think there's probably 2 or 3 of these bins. I think there's 2 bins behind me. They're just death pile stuff. And I have like 2 or 3 shelves over here, just death pile stuff. Like my wife said, you don't have to source for another 2 or 3 months. But I'm at that point, though, where I'm like, if I don't go out, am I going to miss something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to source on vacation, too. Because I thought, man, we're out in the middle of nowhere. These could be the sales you're going to find stuff at. And the second the yard sale we stopped at, we were in the middle of like a valley. There was no cell phone service at all. So I couldn't scan anything, but
admitting you have a problem is the first step.
it is. Oh, I have a problem. When I do something, I go overboard. But I'm always the type of person too that if I do something, I don't want to half-ass it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. And I think that was probably the worst thing I could have did when I started this whole YouTube thing, because now I'm like, okay, how much further can we keep going? I wouldn't give her a wrench. That seems like trouble.
Angie seems a little shady.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
very.
actually going.
You know
to
what?
remove
If you
her
don't
from the
if you don't put spaces between your letter, like your words, that's a little. That's like, isn't that like a scammer there?
Probably a bot
Yeah.
or a crazy
Oh.
cat lady.
I don't think bots put spaces. No cookies for us.
I didn't get any cookies anyway.
I haven't either. She keeps saying she mailed them, but
She'd mail them to you.
no. I think Philly Flipper got some cookies.
We know who she likes.
Yeah. I'll give you a scam. There's a few names in there I haven't seen before.
Well, they should all sub to Mike the Yinzer Picker.
Yeah. Like
yeah,
what-
his link
Lucky-
link is below.
You know, the one thing I hate about YouTube too is when you get a sub, if the person's account's set to private, you don't even know they subscribe to you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Or I hate it when you get like 4 or 5 new subs and the next day you've lost 6. And it's like, what happened?
I mentioned while we were on vacation, YouTube didn't take any from us. I think they might have taken maybe 2 the whole week, and it was right at the end. So it's really odd but that one, I think we hit 300 subs like 4 times. We'd go above, they take us down.
I hate it when people unsub just because you insult them and call them names.
Oh, really? I don't
just
call
childish.
anybody names, so I don't think.
That's just being weak.
Maybe after the forest fire, I might have.
Is Mike's link down below, Nate?
I think you put it down there.
Yeah.
Yep, it is. Should be in the description, Lucky 7. Buy me a beer.
Her sub list is private.
I loved your last video, though, where you're all over Gettysburg. That was
at least so it wasn't you that gave me the thumbs down though.
I did not. I don't do thumbs down.
I was like, how can you give somebody a thumbs down on what's sold?
I don't know.
Okay. Here's my little rant of the day.
Oh, let's hear it.
Don't suck. Don't hit thumbs down unless it's like an inside joke with the person or something. But it's like, how much of a douchebag do you have to be to hit a thumbs down? Like, oh, you suck, man. Like, well, maybe get your life together and then turn that thumb upside down or upright, whatever. But it's like that is a pet peeve of mine. Now watch my videos get like 10 or 12 thumbs down.
If first, I think when we first started, you see that thumbs down, you're like, I can't believe this. Now it's like, well, at least I made it. I know I made it now because somebody gave me a thumbs down.
I honestly don't even look at the thumbs up and thumbs down. I read the comments.
Well, I notice it in YouTube Studio because it's on that far right, and you'll see a percentage. So when I notice it's not 100%, like wait.
I don't know if it's still there, if it's changed, but I had one video that I made, and I had like 3 or 4 thumbs down, and I'm like, what did I do? Because I saw the percentage, and it was like 87 or 88%, and I'm like, man, that means more than 1 thumbs down.
I had one where somebody made a comment on a video. I can't remember. Angie might remember which one it was because I said it to her like, can you believe this? And I responded like nicely. Like I said like, oh, thanks for watching. I'm glad you watched the video. When I could have been like, I could have really deserved the thumbs down at that point. But I cannot remember what their comment was now in that video.
The hoots. So what's the worst that could happen? What if you got 100% thumbs down? Will they play your video?
I don't think so.
No, but it helps the algorithm because it's like, ooh, a controversial video.
Yeah, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to ask for thumbs down. Maybe people could just come to my videos and get it out of their system
and see what happens.
I wonder.
I think you hit the thumb. I think when somebody hits the thumbs down, then their video, like your videos, won't pop up in their search.
Oh, I don't know.
it's so. The whole YouTube thing is just still so weird to me.
Is Bobby still here? Because he tried to get me to 500 subs, and I really appreciate that, Bobby. Thank you.
How many are you at?
I don't even know right now. Let's find it. I'm real close.
Figure out where Chuck is.
2,000.
We're at $4.99 still, Chuck.
Oh my God, I'm at $4.99.
We're at 556.
Nice.
We actually, while we were out in Gettysburg, because we were doing giveaways at the beginning, like we hit 100, we hit 200. Then the giveaway stopped because I was like, we're going to wait till we hit another number. Well, we missed the 500 number. So I told my wife, I said, let's wait till we get to 700. We'll do a giveaway at 700. So she actually filmed the 700 subscriber giveaway already. It's already filmed and edited.
Yeah.
And what we're giving away. It's actually, I will tell you, it is a super cool giveaway too. I'm not even sure where it's at. She won't allow me to show anybody.
Come on.
Oh, you gotta keep that a secret.
I will tell you, it's in this.
It's reefer.
I thought you were going to say that.
You did not.
But it's in there, and we're actually going to have two. We're actually going to pick two winners when we hit 700.
Yeah, I should do something for 500. I just don't know what. The full Monty, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I actually picked up one of those Google Homes, and I was actually going to give that away when we hit 1,000.
What's that? Oh, like a music thing?
Yeah. I think our 1,000. I mean, don't get me wrong. The 700, our 700 giveaway. It's like a tower.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even sure where I put it, to be honest with you.
I got this for free somewhere. I don't know.
Hello, Susan.
The 700 subscriber giveaway is going to be a good one. It's going to be. I don't even want to give any hints, but I think when we hit 1,000, it's going to be really good.
Tommy is right. Haters watch your videos longer than most of your fans.
I mean, hey, they at least still watched it. Thumbs down, Picker.
Start it, Robert.
The thumb down picker.
No, my wife's commenting in the chat again, I think.
See what?
I think my wife commented again.
Well, that's enough of that.
I know. Oh, wait. I missed that one. I saw there was another one she commented. What are some reselling items you wish you had? I think I pretty much have everything. Looking at the bins, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's a really good one.
She should have prepped you.
Yes, my
No, she should have warned me she was going to ask me a question like that.
Oh, Harry says I have to do the belly dance if I get 500. I don't think I'll ever do that again. I got some negative feedback on my belly dance.
You see your wife's question?
That's the one I noticed before. I didn't notice the other one.
Nate said if I do the belly dance again, he's going to stab me in my belly.
Hey, Vagabond.
I put like 2 Yeti coolers on that list. Well, you guys know what the Yeti coolers are, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's the 45, it's the big one. It's the 45 in chartreuse green. I love that color. Well, while we were on vacation, I said, man, I wonder what this cooler goes for on eBay. Worst mistake I ever did was looking it up. There's one listed on eBay right now. Two or three have sold used for $1,000.
Thanks, Harry.
Oh my God.
$1,000. So we came home. I wiped it down yesterday, but it's been raining since. I want to take the pictures outside. I'm listing it because I can go and buy 2 new coolers and still make money.
Wow. You gonna do it?
Sell it?
Yeah.
I'm not that attached to it.
Sell it.
I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I love the color, but I can find another color I like.
Yeah.
for $1,000.
Tommy.
What does on point mean? Is that like on point?
Yeah, it's like that new term they're using out there.
Cool people.
Yeah, those youngins.
I actually had a director. Thankfully, he does not work in my place of business anymore. But so we would have parking lot. Well, yeah, we used to have parking lot parties before everything got shut down. And then, of course, I wore my Hawaiian shirts because that's who I am. And I had them unbuttoned, and he'd always call my chest hair taco meat all the time. So he goes, "Oh, your taco meat's hanging out, Nate." Okay, what does that mean? And then even at work now, if I have a not with my button-up shirts, because I try to wear a tie sometimes, but I still have my chest hair out. I'm trying to start a style, you know, or a trend.
Misha turns 40 in November. I don't believe that either. You're lying.
Really?
Lies, Misha.
I missed that.
You're turning 40.
I am.
Not all of them, Misha. I have 2 buttons that are buttoned. I'm trying to be respectable.
Why
Yeah,
bother?
couple weeks.
Couple weeks. The big 4-0.
I think 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks from today, actually.
Do you feel 40?
No.
You're about to be 40?
Depends on what. There's some parts of my body that does. Like my knees.
Which ones?
My knees. My wife still says I act like I'm 12, though. So
Hey, that's a good thing.
yeah, I feel like my 30s lasted forever. I really do.
You're like,
That's
I'm
just
so
for the
over
kids.
there.
Like I'm actually kind of glad my 30s are done.
Hi, Girl Hustle.
Yeah, I thought she was like in her 20s too.
I did too. I didn't think.
Especially she said she's out there doing shots last night.
Well, I thought she was 19. I'm just one-upping you.
You kiss ass. Respectfully.
Actually, and Angie said we're having our birthday party show on the 6th. Because actually the 6th is her birthday. So we're going to try to have
Do you know how old she is?
29.
Good answer, probably.
I'm not getting cookies anyway, but 12 or 10-year-old, she said. She always says 12 most of the time.
I'm more like 14.
Like with the whole age thing, I don't even like feel my age at all. And then when my daughter was still going to public school, we thought it was weird because all the parents were like talking about their, you know, stock options and all this stuff. And then my wife were over there laughing because someone made a fart noise. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't feel like I should be here.
Grow up.
You guys should stop by on the 6th too, like she just said. Because now we can have 10 people on at a time. We're going to have some people on for a little bit, then they can step off. And
Hey, I'll stop by.
okay, I'll send you the link.
On the 6th on your channel?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, because she can only have like 2 or 3 people on at a time. So
Hey, promiscuous time traveler.
that's a new name
Harry
for me.
40.
That guy's got a really cool channel. He's a
Hi, time traveler.
and he's trying to become a cartoon. Well, he's trying to start a comic.
Oh, is that who that is? Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard somebody was. Horizon Pix was talking about that last week, or was he? No, 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Yeah. Horizon's been promoted.
That's where I heard that at.
Misha, same here. I invest a lot, and I still love a fart. It cracks me up. I hope I never change, but I don't know what it is. This is gonna sound weird, but I'm just gonna say it. So my wife and daughter think I have a fart fetish because I love the sound of farts so much, but it's not like that. I promise. It's just they crack me up. So that's out there.
You ever seen Letterkenny? The show Letterkenny?
No.
Oh, it's a hilarious Canadian show. It's on Hulu. You should check it out sometime. But somebody on that show started Fart Book. Where basically you profile and put recordings of your farts out there. It was a very interesting episode.
But yeah, never heard of that.
Yes, Letterkenny. It's a great show.
Yes, Robert, I am 12, okay?
Not for the kids, though.
Gotcha. I feel like Horizon Pick. I feel like I need another drink.
Have at it. Oh, wait.
I know, and I said that. I was like, I'm going to bring extra tonight, and I didn't.
What are you drinking? Uh-oh. Miller Lite?
What is that?
I couldn't go with the hard stuff because I told my wife, I was like, these two drink during the show. She's like, well, what are you going to have? I was like, a beer. And she's like, why don't you drink moonshine? I was like, no, they need me to talk. Like, I don't want to be sleeping.
Hey, if you would have said you were bringing moonshine, I would have got moonshine to bring. We would have had a hell of a show.
Hold on, you want to go get some? I'll go get some.
I have to. Well, let me see what I got. 1 second.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna. Wait.
Chuck, you're on your own.
I'm gonna remove myself real quick.
Oh, hi, everybody. My name's Chuck, and I drink alone. Yeah, my oldest daughter introduced me to the Letterkenny show, and I'd never seen anything like it in my life. It's so unique and weird, but funny.
What's it on, Chuck?
It's on Hulu. The
Letterkenny?
recorded seasons are on Hulu. I don't know if it's on anything else, but...
Okay, so I don't have moonshine.
Well, what the heck?
But I do have tequila.
Same thing. It's about to get real. I agree, Baldy Pickin'.
Hey, you only live once.
Guess I'm driving home tonight.
I just gotta make sure I can walk back up the stairs.
Lissa, hello.
Hi, Lissa.
Aren't you glad you know her first name? Would you like to say Baubles, Blings, and Needful Things every time you talk to her?
I'm starting to get better with people's names, I think.
Quick, what's my name? See?
Damn.
It's Cletus.
Oh my God! 1 second. Sorry, my dog's coughing.
Asthma? Give him a good kick.
I couldn't get the liquor cabinet open.
Your wife changed the locks?
Well, at first I didn't think it was locked. Then I couldn't find the key. So
did you find it?
What's that?
Did you find it?
Yeah, I did. Well, I was gonna grab the jalapeno, but
Is this homemade moonshine or is this some
no,
store
this is from a company. This is from a place out in Salisbury, Pennsylvania, that does this stuff. And I called my wife. I said, "Well, which one do you want?" She looked at their website, so she found something. And I figured I had to grab a glass. This is the one I grabbed.
Awesome choice.
But I grabbed the Banana Fosters.
Banana?
Yeah,
I'd try it. You had a great show last night, Lissa. I didn't learn anything, but man, was I hungry at the end of it. My wife doesn't like me watching videos that have two women on it, and I'm sitting there drooling. I had to keep telling her it's about food.
That seriously smells like bananas.
Hence the name. That was clever.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes like there's like alcohol that should taste like or smell like something else and never does.
Yeah. Coffee too. They do that with coffee all the time.
Yeah. Give us a shot. I'm working from home tomorrow, so it doesn't matter.
Maybe.
Okay, sorry about that.
I'll drive to the office. So.
You'll call in sick.
So what kind did you get?
Who?
I didn't get any. I didn't know if you got any. 1 second.
Come on, Nate. He was busy beating his dog.
All I have is this and a bottle of whiskey. I'm not going to open because I'm waiting for the Cubs to win another World
I
Series.
got the Banana Foster's moonshine.
Oh no, is that good?
I don't know. I just opened
I guess
it for the first
moonshine's
time.
really not.
But I got this glass.
That's awesome.
That just oozes class, man.
I found
I've had other people say that, and I don't know how to change that, I guess.
What's
Do
that?
you guys? Well, I've had other people say they don't get alerts for me, but I don't know if
they hit the thumbs down.
Now we know who gave the thumbs down.
Yeah.
Mystery solved.
Well, I know too, like there's been some times where people come in like an hour late and they said the notification just got sent. So
I've had that happen a lot.
Yeah.
I've had it for my own show, actually. I've been on live and got the notification at 20 after 7 that we're on.
That tastes like you're drinking like a banana smoothie.
Ooh, I think I might try that.
That could be dangerous.
Is that just available locally?
I think they ship it.
Oh, I might have to.
Tall Pines Distillery.
I'm writing that down.
Mason-Dixon Highway. Yeah, I went in. The guy said, "Oh, you want some samples?" And I'm like, "Man, I got to drive 3 hours home, so I think that'd be a bad idea." I'm like, "I'll take the risk. Just here's what I want." Yeah, the moonshine people. Some of that moonshine you get doesn't come with a label, and that stuff is you can burn it. You can take paint off a car.
Go blind.
Yeah.
I've talked for years about making my own booze, and I've never pulled the trigger.
I'd be scared to.
Wasn't that a thing for a while? Like, it seemed like everyone was making their own beer.
I want to make my own whiskey or moonshine.
We have a guy in our church that makes his own beer, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, I've had some good ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's real good. We did some, because we do photography on the side too, and we did during COVID, we did pictures for our church. We basically called it porch pictures, so we didn't have to get close to people, just so people can still see other people. So we were going to different houses, and we asked for donations, and we were donating it back to the church. And he's like, "Okay, here's your donation. Here's a 6-pack of beer." It's like, okay,
Sweet.
yeah. Yeah, I quit hitting the bell icon on everything too because I don't get notifications either.
Like, I do sometimes, but I've noticed a lot of channels I have notifications on, I don't even see it. So I don't know what YouTube does.
And I feel bad because there's so many people we're subscribed to, and it is so hard to watch everybody's video.
Yeah.
And I've been watching more lives now too because I don't know if you guys feel this way. I feel you can connect with your subscribers more with a live instead of just seeing a comment on a video. If they're commenting over here, at least it feels like you're kind of talking with them.
Yeah.
Because at first we didn't really.
Sorry.
At first with the lives, we didn't really know what we were doing, but we like them.
Nobody does. Me and Nate were clueless. We still are pretty clueless, actually.
I know. We just go with the flow.
Well, we had Ed the reseller on the other night, and so I went to go make them big on the screen. I removed them. And I'm still
been there,
and I hate that everything's backwards. Mm-hmm. So like I'll start to show like, okay, Angie's over here, and I point the wrong way, and I'm still just set reminder works better.
Yeah, I've tried that on a few, and it seems to work better. But just having the notification bell selected does not help.
I know somebody got to have some more questions.
Thank you, Tommy.
Nate usually has some serious questions.
I know. I've been waiting for him. You guys usually have some really good questions. We're not going to do pizza tonight, though.
Okay, let me see if I can find you one.
Do you know any ridiculous trivia that you're just waiting to pull the trigger on someday?
No, and it's funny. Was that night you were doing some of those trivia questions? I was Googling them.
Yeah.
To find some good ones. And I did find some good ones, though, but I forget them now.
I have to get into my email to my list.
It still amazes me, too. Like, when we did one of the lives, and one of the subscribers we have is from Australia. I'm like, there's somebody in Australia watching our videos.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
Cool,
well, the first time we got recognized at the post office, this lady was standing next to me. She's like, "I watch your videos," and I'm like, "What?"
Creepy.
Well, then somebody recognized us at an estate sale too, and I thought it was just because my kids had the Yinzer Picker shirts on, but then he started saying our names, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I watch you guys all the time," and he actually ran estate sales in the area.
Does that ever creep you out with your kids though? Like having your kids on?
No, not too much. I thought it was at first, but it hasn't been too bad. Nothing too creepy. Actually, nothing creepy at all. When that starts happening, then we'll see.
Yeah.
Here's the way I look at it is, I mean, their school post pictures of them online. I mean, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things that you cut out the videos, just put it that way. Like, I've been cautious even putting, like, license plate numbers in the videos. House numbers.
Yeah.
Because I filmed a video in front of our house, and the one day, me and my kids came back from Costco. We pulled into the driveway, and this truck pulled in front of us, like, after us. And he watched our videos, so he knew where we lived. That's why we got the P.O. box, because I was like, I'm not giving out our address, even though, and I try to limit the number of times I film out in front of our house. But I'm like, you know what? Honestly, if you want to find our address or our house, you can find it.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
No, but nowadays. Now, years ago, it would be tough.
I saw that video, Promiscuous Time Traveler, when he interviewed The Rock.
What does Yinzer mean? Basically, y'all. Like my wife said earlier, it means y'all. Like instead of saying where are you going, like where Yin's going or where y'all going, it's just the Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has its own slang. There's shirts that they sell for it, and just like buggy. I mean, that's a word we use here.
I like buggy. I'm going to start using it. I don't care.
Jumbo.
Instead of.
Do you have any cooking videos?
Bologna. Jumbo means bologna.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Go to the store and say, hey, can I get a pound of jumbo? Okay.
Nice.
No cooking videos, but I should, because I can cook. I worked in the restaurant business for a long time cooking, so I can cook.
I do not
Can I
have
ask you a serious question real quick?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm your guest. You can ask me any serious question.
Okay. So I got to know, what skills do you have that's going to help me and Chuck survive a zombie apocalypse? You're with us. What are your skills that's going to keep you around?
I can shoot pretty well, and then I can cook, so we can kill them and then eat them.
Can you eat zombie once you get infected then?
I don't know. Just maybe if you cook it to a certain temperature.
I'm going to send an email to the CDC and find out about that. If I kill a zombie.
What about you, Chuck? What are your skills that's going to help Mike and I survive?
I'm a big shield. I'm a human shield. I'm an easy target.
Yeah, my wife's on it tonight.
I can't run very fast, so I'll protect you guys that way. I can shoot. I have lots of weapons, like melee weapons. I got wrenches and swords and knives and stuff.
So I'm actually shocked that definition actually says Western Pennsylvania. I mean, yeah.
I thought it had something to do with a specific region, but it
is. It's kind of like this, like from Pittsburgh almost to the Ohio border, because we are only like 20 minutes to a half hour from Ohio. I do use excessive amounts of tape.
Yeah. Depends on what tape I'm using. If it's eBay tape, I use tons of it.
The eBay tape sucks.
Yes. That stuff is
I'm
crap.
so bummed, but I look at my discount and I'm like, okay, what can I get? And I don't need anything else but the tape. But the
The
tape's
way I
horrible.
look at it, I stock up on the tape, and then I don't care if I have to use several, go around several times because I'm like, I paid for all this tape like $3 or $4, so whatever they charge for the taxes. But
If
So
you're
I have-
reusing boxes, it's nice though. It covers up, where it says Walmart or
Yeah.
oh yeah.
See, our post office, and I'm not sure if it's like it where you are. Our post office is a very small. Our town's small, and the ladies down there, they watch our videos and everything, so they know what's going on. And I didn't know you couldn't ship perfume in the air.
Oh yeah.
So I finally started telling them that there was perfume in there. Well, so I went down like the next day, and they actually found the ground transportation only stickers for me and put them in my post office box.
Sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah, they're really cool. Yinzer has it made over Ohio border. Yep.
I'm not going to reveal it because I am editing the video, but Chuck knows what I'm talking about. I made a really big sell, and I'm gonna post pictures during my video too of my tape job on it. But when I took it into the post office, the lady that always dropped my packages off to, goes, "Oh boy," and that's all she said. So I handed it to her. I'm like, "Will you put it over there? Because I want to make sure no one knocks it off the counter or anything because it's fragile." And she goes, "Oh," like this, and put it over there. And I'm just like, "That's all you got?" Because I mean, it was a Franken job. Like it was a Franken box,
Now, do you guys own the box resizer?
Yeah, I've got a couple different ones.
I got
What?
the one from Shed
What is
Flips.
this?
It took me forever to get the one from Shed Flips, and
I got the one from Shed Flips, but it doesn't say Shed Flips. But I did buy it from him.
ours has a sticker on it.
Son of a gun.
Well, it took me forever to buy one from them, and I finally did. And I'm like, man, I've been missing out.
Is it a box cutter?
Yeah, there's a box cutter. Well, there's a razor blade on one end, and then
This is the cool part.
yeah.
That's how you make
What is this? Why do I not know what this is?
That's how you make it perforated so you can make so it bends. So you make your new flaps.
Oh my god, I need
That's
to get
the cool
one.
part of it.
And if you ever look them up on Amazon too, they're more expensive on Amazon than they are from them.
Yeah, that's why I bought it from him.
That's why I did too.
I assumed I would get it on Amazon, but nope.
Well, that's like you guys have these, right?
What's that?
Scotty peelers.
No.
Oh, I got.
What is that?
I have a link. I have a link in my description.
It's a spatula.
It takes off like label like price tags.
Oh, okay.
So there's metal ones and then there's plastic ones. I have links in the description for them. Dude, they're amazing. Like
Nice.
I lost one, so I had to buy more. So there was a 2-pack of the middle ones, and then they have plastic ones.
I just use I have a Pampered Chef label remover.
I'll tell you, these Scotty peelers have been amazing.
I use a heat gun too when it's real bad.
I found a heat gun at an estate sale, and then I sold it. Shed Flips.
Alyssa, I think I'm going to have to retire from YouTube and just focus on my career going forward. I obviously do not have the tools, what it takes to be successful, and I'm embarrassed and
Well,
ashamed.
you honestly though, in a way, you don't need a resizer. You could just when you cut the sides, you can kind of just slit the side. Just
That's
don't
what
go
I
all the way
do.
through. Yeah, and I still do. I did that today with their resizer. I didn't even use the resizer side.
I just assumed everyone did that, but I guess they have tools for that now. My world has been expanded once again.
No, we started putting some links in our description, and I want to do a video about the stuff we use also at some point. I just got an email about the eBay branded priority mailboxes too.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
What is this?
They did them years ago, but I guess now, on some of the priority mailboxes, they'll have the eBay logo on them. So I filled out the sheet today. I sent it back, and they said they got my order. I said a couple weeks I'll have everything I ordered. So and it's all free.
I got a question about tape. Do either of you use the free priority tape from the post office?
No, I didn't even know there was free priority tape.
I didn't know there was free priority tape.
We have 2 rolls of it from 2 different post office, and they both told us you can go online and order it from USPS.com, just like you can priority boxes. But I cannot find it on their website anywhere. That's why I was asking.
I've never seen it on their website.
Me neither. You're gonna make me look now, though.
Oh, I've looked and looked and looked. I can find the little.
I big for Philly
stickers. Yeah, the stickers are. Well,
I can't find
they have like They have like the cremation boxes on there too.
Yeah, and when I search for the tape, that's what I find is a cremation box.
Oh, really?
I hardly ever send dead bodies.
Myra, I'm the least sensitive person or man, I guess, about tools because I don't really know anything about tools. I'm just not that. I'm not a MacGyver or anything. I'm just.
Well, what cameras do you guys use to film with?
I have a GoPro 7 Black, and then I use my Samsung phone for it too.
I use my iPhone, and then I use a webcam that I got off Amazon for my videos at my desk.
People are selling the priority mail tape on eBay.
Maybe it's not available anymore then. That seems pretty bad selling it because they did give it away for free.
I think it's when I just searched for it. Let's see, tape.
That's a good idea, Adam.
I have one of those, Baldy Picker, too. Or Baldy Pal. Baldy Picker.
Wow. See, I know his name, and you don't even know his name.
Yeah, I do. It's Adam.
Oh, okay.
I heard you say it.
Yeah, I don't see the tape on there anymore.
Oh, they're not supposed to give it away anymore.
Well, I'm gonna have to ask our post office for some if they have it.
We have 2 rolls.
Sell it on eBay.
I guess.
I'm gonna have to talk to those. I'm gonna have to talk to them down there about that.
Oh, if that's true, then I'm getting a whole boatload of some shit I'm not going to be able to use. Because I finally ordered the labels because I thought maybe they just call it labels because some of their stuff online is described really weird. So I got a 10-pack of labels coming that I don't need. Oh well. Every package is getting a sticker on it now.
So, Mike, I got another question for you.
Okay.
If you could get drunk with one historical figure, who would it be?
Abe Lincoln.
All right.
Definitely.
I respect that.
I think after all the stuff we learned about him in Gettysburg, I think he'd be fun to sit down with and just.
I bet he could throw him back too.
I bet he could. Him or Andre the Giant.
Oh, Andre could throw him back.
But he'd drink you under the table for days.
Yeah, he drinks everyone under the table.
So I think one of those 2 people.
What about you, Chuck?
Oh, that's such a good question.
That is a good one.
He picked 2 good ones too. How about do you have an answer while I think?
Oh, I do have an answer. I would love in his young days because he was crazy, but I think it would be fun to do shots with Johnny Cash and do a line of cocaine. I know it sounds bad. Just kidding, YouTube. But do a line with Johnny Cash and do a bunch of shots and just, I don't know, trash stuff all night. I don't know what he does, but he just seemed like he was wild back in his heyday.
That's a good one too.
It is.
Oh, you guys, you're killing me. Pee Wee Herman.
What?
You know what?
We just go sit in the theater together.
What about Ernest?
I was about to ask. Oh, hi, Marcy. You just showed up in time, I think.
About time, Marcy. Where you been?
Your husband wants to hang out Pee Wee Herman in a theater. And shots with him. That's not weird.
Right.
I would hang out with Ben Franklin. I'd go back and hang out with Franklin.
Don't go to the theater with Lincoln. Yep.
Right.
Oh, as I
Or you know
laugh.
what? And even like, there's probably a lot of former presidents I'd go back and would be fun to sit with. Like JFK, go hang out with JFK for a night.
Oh, I bet you'd have some stories.
That's what I mean. Could you imagine?
Don Knotts.
Since no one else is saying it, don't get in a convertible with them. That's all I'm saying.
I'm picking guys who've been killed.
I know. Like, you wanna live. You want to have a crazy
through his body.
Oh, thank goodness, Marcy, because Lissa kept flirting with me with banana bread.
You got to order some of that banana Foster's moonshine with your banana bread.
I just might do that. I might surprise you.
Tall Pines moonshine. We like supporting the local places. Because like even during COVID, we were having beer shipped to our house from different places in PA.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Just to kind of have like, because these places were struggling, so, and we couldn't go anywhere, so we just sat on the back porch. The UPS guy was like, "What is going on?"
I'd prefer to do that anyway, most of the time.
I wish I can do one of our lives from our back porch. I don't know if it'll work though.
You should try it. Like do a test live.
It's going to start getting cold here though.
What? That's no way to talk.
Well, it was 110 last Thursday, so.
I will be right back.
I love how Tommy's like, I want to mount a horse and ride around like Putin chest hair full.
I don't know about riding the horse part though.
Hey, Marcy, beware. I know you just said you got done baking something. Chuck got off the camera. I think he's heading up. So
I think he's coming to get one of those bars.
You're good. No, like I will go horseback riding with because my wife and daughter love it, but I am this is gonna sound stupid. I am terrified of horses. I have no control no matter what they say. And to me, I feel like I've had a couple near-death experiences, but I've been told I've overreacted. But I just don't like having a big beast carrying me around, and if they get spooked, then I'm at the mercy of them.
So I took this picture last week while we were on vacation with me and this horse.
Yeah.
And last year at this family reunion, because they had 3 horses, they had to put 2 down. Well, I took a picture of this horse with the flash on. Never use a flash around the horse.
Excuse me. Oh, really?
I thought he was gonna come through the wall.
Really? I never knew.
Oh yeah, he started he went nuts. I don't know if it just spooked him or what, but did you get that Did you get that bar?
Get the bar.
Yeah.
I figured you went upstairs and still baked goods.
Oh no, I had to tinkle.
Yeah, Tommy, I think it's like 450 north. It's like an hour from me east. And they do special releases on this like fruity beer. And it was good. I can't have it anymore, but it was good. But there'd be a 2-hour wait in line and they would sell out within a few hours. Or not even a few hours. Like it's like within 10 minutes, they're sold out of all the beer. Like you had to be on their Instagram and click the link and buy it right away, or you'd miss out. It's insane. And then one time I waited I waited almost 3 hours trying to get my beer, and I got so annoyed I never went back.
We picked up a beer for vacation. It was called Unicorn Farts.
That sounds delicious.
And it was made with Fruity Pebble cereal and edible glitter.
Wow.
So we poured it into a cup, and you could see the glitter in there.
Was it good?
It was actually really good. I like Fruity Pebble cereal, so.
That is weird.
I'm not a huge like IPA fan though. Yep. See, he knows what's up.
I like all kinds of beer. I like cheap beers. I like expensive beers. I'll drink any.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I'm over at somebody's house and they have an IPA, I'll drink it. But I'm not going out of my way for it.
I used to hate beer, and then I became diabetic, and now I drink light beer all the time. It's like I can't have my ciders or anything anymore. That's not really liquor, I guess.
Well,
But
now my wife can only drink ciders because she had to go. She can't. She had to go gluten free and dairy free.
oh wow,
So now she's basically all ciders.
it's not a bad thing because I would still be drinking cider if I could.
There's some ciders are really good. It sounds like strip club and a drink.
They probably thought
Okay,
of that
Mike,
when they named it.
I need to know something. I've been thinking about it all night,
Okay.
and I just need you to tell me. What is your biggest turnoff? Stinky feet, someone's BO, or bad breath?
That's tough.
No, Marcy, I drink nothing but beer now. I love beer.
I'm gonna say BO.
That's pretty bad, yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'll say the BO.
I don't know. I guess with me, BO.
Because
BO
honestly, you can smell the BO, and it might be their feet, but
true.
so.
But when someone has that toxic breath and they want to talk like close to, and you keep leaning back, and they're not catching, what you're sending to them, that makes me want to gag. Because our vet that we take all of our pets to, she's the nicest lady in the world, but she stands far away. But her breath, man, like punches you in the throat. Like it really gets you. What about you, Chuck?
I would say the breath. That sometimes is just, like the coffee and cigarette breath is the worst. If you know anybody that smokes and drinks a lot of coffee, and
I guess I'm used to it because my grandpa did all the time. So I know it's bad, but it's not. I've smelled worse, if that makes sense. Maybe because I'm just used to it and I had no choice but to be around him.
What's worse though, a little BO or like a gallon of cologne?
Dude, that's tough because to me, like a gallon of cologne or perfume smells like you're at a whorehouse or something. You know what I mean? And then, I
don't know what that smells like, Nate.
Well,
That's what you think it would smell like.
The old company I used to work for, you weren't supposed to be wearing anything because we worked in clean room environments. But you knew the women that came in and were wearing a ton of perfume, and we had one, and you could literally follow the trail and find her. Like it was that bad. I'm not exaggerating. Like down the hallways and everything, and just continue to get stronger. And then it's like, oh, I knew you were here. And then she'd be like, I'm not wearing anything. I'm like, come on. Like, we're not that dumb.
I know you got more questions, so.
Do you have a scent, Mike? Do you have a cologne or aftershave you like?
I don't. I will wear whatever.
Your wife doesn't have one that she suggests you wear?
No.
Really?
No. I forget what I have right now in the car. I usually don't wear cologne. It depends. Yeah. Like we're going out or something, I will, but I forget what it's even called.
It must be good.
Yeah. I use like the body sprays, but I mean, I guess since we didn't have to go anywhere for a year, it's like, well, who needs cologne at this point?
Who cares what I smell like?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say it. I did not mind that.
Me neither.
Like it got me out of all of the fake crap I had to, be a part of before, and then I realized I don't need to do that anymore. Like, I'm done.
And there was things that we missed, but it it was just nice being just to stay at the house, and we sat out on the porch. We replaced all of our porch furniture. We got a propane fire pit out there, so we sat outside a lot.
Can you send me one of your dirty T-shirts? Maybe after you mow the lawn.
Yeah, I can do that. I don't wear a T-shirt.
Our show just got R-rated.
I like to give the neighbor ladies a treat too when I'm mowing.
Okay, Mike, what is something that you love but you don't understand why you love it? Like if it's a weird habit or something you eat or drink or just some examples. You love it but you don't understand why you love it.
Oh,
That's tough.
Hi, Roy.
Roy, hey buddy.
I don't know.
To help you out, I'll tell you something that I used to love because I don't eat candy or anything anymore. But
Okay.
I used to love bad tasting gummies, like the most nastiest, disgusting generic gummies you could find. Like filled my soul with joy, and I don't understand why because they weren't good. They didn't smell good. They smelled pretty bad.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I could sit there and eat a whole bag, and like it'd be my bliss.
I'll say cigars.
Oh, I love cigars.
Because I like sitting back and having a good
cigar.
cigar, but I hate the aftertaste after you're done.
It's pretty rough.
I mean, I guess if you're smoking a good cigar, the aftertaste isn't so bad.
I collect cigars, so I have a nice collection going on. But
I collect them, then I smoke them.
I do too.
So, but now I've been on a kick of just one type of cigar. So
What is that?
the Rocky Patel Reserve.
Nice choice.
We have a Rocky Patel cigar bar 25 minutes from us. So.
Oh wow!
And they were
I
closed
was about to
down.
ask where you buy them from.
Yeah, well, usually I get mine from Famous Smoke or Cigar International, or this is a cigar store right near our house. But
I order all mine from Cigar International and Thompson Cigar Company. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they do pretty well.
Patrick Murphy.
Marcy's like the third or fourth person to mention my fabulous chest hair tonight.
No,
I just want to say
you're on point.
Was all my fans of my chest hair.
What's that saying on not on point?
Fleek?
What's it? Yeah.
I think Tommy said fleek.
I don't know. I'm not up with the whole. That's like the whole TikTok thing. Like, I downloaded TikTok and I'm like, what am I doing?
What's the most either of you have spent on a cigar? On one single cigar?
I'd probably say about $25.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That I'm probably around the same range when I realized there was companies like Cigar International and stuff where you could get them a lot cheaper.
Well, I bought a box of the Rocky Patel Reserves. I think it was like, I think you got 10 of them for like $110.
Yeah.
So. But when you go to the cigar bar, there's some expensive cigars out there.
Yeah, we have one. It's not really a cigar bar, but it's a cigar shop. But you can go in there and smoke and stuff still.
Mm-hmm.
They have a little area. And when I went in there, I was like, in my head, I already have a problem spending money. But in my head, I'm like, I could see the price that I could be paying on Cigar International. Yep. So I went in there and came out with nothing because I'm just like, I know they're right down the road from me, but I can get this shipped to me in like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, even with shipping, it's cheaper online.
Yeah.
We were on vacation in Disney, and my father-in-law was down there too. And we went to Sosa. I guess they're a big cigar manufacturer, and they had a cigar bar down there. Some of those cigars, I mean, $60 to $100.
Wow.
It's insane.
Like, that's ridiculous. We brought back a bunch of Cuban cigars from our honeymoon from down the Dominican. They were good, and we got a good deal on them. So,
man, I'm craving a smoke now.
I know.
I know.
We should have been live outside, so we could have had a cigar.
I haven't had a cigar for about a year now.
It's only been a couple of days for me.
I'm trying to get my blood pressure under control. If I lose weight, I told myself if I lose weight, I can have a cigar again, but losing weight isn't going so well.
I bet while we were on vacation, I probably had one a night.
Nice.
Not every night. There's a couple nights I took a break, but
I could of a cigar store too.
Yeah, same.
You just go sitting in a cigar place is just it's relaxing.
Man, Lissa was a smuggler. Look at that.
I see that.
You need to do a video series on your. Actually, don't, because you may get back charges or whatever they do. Lissa gets arrested listening to my advice.
Yes, I agree with Roy. Cigar people are like wine people. And so we went to Rocky Patel Cigar Bar. The guy said, so this guy that works the humidor said he took like 2 years worth of schooling to work there. And he's like, okay, so what are you drinking? And my father-in-law said some kind of bourbon or scotch. And he's like, okay, you want to go with this type of cigar. So he tried to pair them with what he was drinking.
Sweet.
I'm like, look, it doesn't matter what I'm drinking. I know what I want. And we're done. I'm not playing games.
That's what the cigar shop was trying to tell me, the guys that work there, which they do know a lot. And they're like, yeah if you are smoking this, you drink this. I'm just like, it doesn't matter. I usually have a beer or whiskey. It's not like, I do not choose my smoke. I'm like, I'm going to pair this with that. It's like whatever's accessible and close to me at that point.
Well, that's like I told my son, I'm having a Tito's and soda. So it doesn't matter at this point. Like, nothing's pairing with vodka.
Did you say Cheetos and soda?
Yeah, Tito's and soda.
Oh, Tito's.
Tito's.
I thought you said Cheetos.
No, Cheetos sounds good though too.
You get cheese dust all over the end of your
cigar. Sprinkle it along the rim like the salt.
There you go.
Whatever's cheap.
Is there anything that you do that you find a lot of joy in that other people think is weird?
Thrifting. I mean, I think my wife mentioned it in one of our lives. Like, I think if her parents knew what we did, they'd be like, what the hell? Like, my daughter married this person? Like,
I guess with thrifting, people don't understand it around me, and they think I'm a thief.
See, people think I'm just buying people like junk, and it's like, and I actually put out a short today. I went to the post office, and I left the post office, was driving to get my kids off the bus, and it's garbage night. And I see this red case sitting there, and I'm like, man, that looked like a Craftsman case. So I pulled over, and sure as can be, it was a Craftsman case. There's nothing in it, but hey, the case is going to sell. Yeah. So I see a Craftsman drill box sitting next to it. I'm like, what are the chances there's anything in it? I picked it up. There's a drill in there with a battery pack and a charger.
Wow.
So I got home.
Wow.
And I tried to charge the battery. The battery won't charge. But the drill will still sell for $15. The battery charger will sell for $35. And the case will sell for $20.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So people will look at me like, what are you doing?
They don't. They just don't understand. Until you're in the business or have done it, no one understands what it is.
But doesn't
matter. Listen, I want to go into a cigar shop and ask them, what would you pair with Natty Light?
Doesn't it also drive?
Or do a video where you're like trying to look like you're fancy and like, oh, this cigar goes with, and pulls out a Natty Light and swish it around your mouth.
Next time I go in there and the guy says, what do you drink? I'm going to say water.
What pair of water?
Yeah, I think a lot of times people like, I mean, we drove around a couple of times, just look for like wires just to take it to the scrapyard. And we went to the scrapyard 2 weeks ago, and this little box of wires we got us $25.
Crazy.
It is. I mean, I still think the whole thrifting thing is just, the thrill of the hunt. Is what are you going to find that you can resell?
Yeah.
It is, and it's, to me, I'm always amazed what other people pay for stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane to me. It's like, why? Like, you could go to Goodwill or a thrift store and probably find it yourself, but they would rather spend $50 or more, whatever it is.
I found a set of kids' golf clubs at our Goodwill bins, and we pay by the pound there. Or golf clubs, they do them like a bag of golf clubs is $10. So I found this kid set of clubs, and I said, you know what? I didn't look them up. I said, I could probably get $35 on Facebook Marketplace for them. Took them home. I looked them up, and there was a set of Ping kids clubs.
Ooh.
I looked them up on eBay. I listed them. They sold for $245 to a guy in Michigan.
Wow.
I was like, first off, who spends $245 for their kids' golf clubs? Like,
Yeah.
The
kid
it's
might
insane.
do this in a week, but
yeah, it's crazy what people buy. Now,
Roy, I actually had someone tell me that I was a terrible person because I was stealing from the poor at Goodwill and reselling this stuff, because they said the store was meant for poor people or underprivileged people, and that I should be ashamed of myself, and there's a special spot in hell for me.
somebody could tell Goodwill that because
I know.
yeah,
It kind of makes you want, because you know they make a fortune anyways, obviously, but it kind of makes you want to start a business to compete with them, and then just tell everyone you're donating so much of the percentage to actual charities. And I feel like you'd have a pretty good business.
Probably.
Because Goodwill, I can tell you, is not doing that.
Well, see, our Goodwill's just changed too, to where like they took like all their glassware, instead of individually pricing it, it's all like $2.99 or $1.99 now, no matter what it is. And some things they'll mark up that they think are the holy grail, but
Don't it make you wonder who's marking these up? Because some of the more expensive stuff, it's like, do you even know what this is? Like, it's not even worth that.
So I asked the thrift store the one time, because there was 2 Wii games, the same game side by side, and it was 2 different prices. And I said, how does this happen? And the lady said, well, there's so many people in the back marking things, and they just mark it what they think it is. And so 2 people thought it was worth different prices.
That's so dumb.
It is.
They don't have a schedule or a
No.
chart.
And I think there's a lot of people now at the Goodwills and thrift stores who are resellers.
Oh, probably.
I think it's become so popular now that you can almost tell who the resellers are.
Yeah.
I mean, I was waiting in line the one day, and the lady said all she does is sell kids' books, and that's the first place she goes when she goes into the store. And she'll have a shopping cart full of kids' books.
Oh, you can definitely tell who the resellers are. So right now, I live in a university town or campus, basically.
Okay.
We live right on campus, so the east side Goodwill for us, that's right down the road, all the college kids are in there, and every year you can tell the college kids that are not working side jobs, they're selling on eBay, because they're going for the vintage clothing and stuff like that. So I have competitors, because they're sitting there, they're not hiding it either. They have their phone in their face, and I see them copying eBay, and I'm like, dude, I got to keep my eye out for you.
See, I can't do the vintage clothing. Like,
I can't either.
I feel I don't have the
Patience.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
I don't
sit there and look for single stitch or.
I do the clothing for myself. I get my polos there because I'm too cheap to spend money on them, and then I get my Hawaiian shirts there. Except this one was a gift from my mom, but all the other ones come from Goodwill, because to be brutally honest, a lot of the old men die with their Hawaiian shirts, and their family's like, no one wants these, and then I go into Goodwill with my Hawaiian shirt on and buy them all up.
Even some of those Hawaiian shirts sell for some good money, though.
Oh, I've sold a couple. I think the brand is Tommy Bahama, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I found 2. So I went to, I think it was Marshall's, and I found 2 Tommy Bahama leather jackets, and they still had. Well, they were the NFL version of their jackets that they did. It was limited edition of like 4,000 jackets or something. Well, I found 2 of them, 2 different sizes of the Green Bay Packers.
Beautiful.
So I thought, well, Green Bay gets cold, so somebody will want these. And I think I paid like $50 each for them. I sold one of them for $300 or $400, and the other one I got like $200 for it.
Wow. Well done.
But Marshall's has not been good to me recently, so.
Tommy, exactly. They say nothing about selling to the less fortunate. But that's what people's mind goes to, thinking that, that's what they're there for, but it's not their mission.
Or exactly. They will not spend that on a Nerf gun.
I wish I could get like an inside friend at a Goodwill. That would be very helpful.
And there's people that I've heard talking in line, like they were able to go into the back and just get carts full of stuff that they set off to the side that won't make it to the floor. But
I'm not that skillful, I guess.
Honestly, I'm not we do this part time, so this is the most I've ever had listed and just here at one time.
Me too. I'm at my all-time high.
Yeah, definitely. And then, I seriously probably have 300 things that need listed.
I bet I do too.
Easily.
I have
500.
Yes, I just checked. I'm right at 500. And thank you, Bobby.
Chuck.
I don't know if you heard me before, Bobby, but thank you for pushing me on Instagram. I really, really appreciate it.
YouTube's ready to probably take 50.
Bobby's awesome.
Yeah, I'll lose 10 by morning, but it's still good to see it.
It looks cool now.
Well,
hey, get your phone out and take a picture of it.
You can hit 500 a couple times.
Pardon me while I take a photograph.
Well, if you ever
a flip phone, Chuck?
Hey, I still have my flip phones.
Do you guys use TubeBuddy?
What's that?
TubeBuddy?
I do. I look at it.
I use the free version.
Well, if you log on to it, it'll give you like a trophy, and it'll say 500 subscribers, and when you hit it.
Sweet.
If you notice, Dante, Prison of Prophet's been posting on his Instagram because he uses it too.
Woohoo! 500 sub milestone.
Yeah.
It says 487 on top, but but down here it says I passed the 500 sub milestone.
Well,
just 501.
Angie said she unsubscribed.
Thanks, Angie.
I thought she was your friend.
Oh no. He's from Iowa. I don't like people.
And then Roy said I unsub Chuck to even it up.
That's not funny. 3,000 that needs listed, Lissa?
That's a lot.
I don't even want to know the number I've got. It's a lot, though.
Well, how much of that stuff behind you is actually not listed?
Actually, everything you can see is listed.
Okay.
I box things when I list them, which takes up a lot more space. But
yeah, I don't have enough space to do that, so.
I like having it ready to go.
There's certain things I'll box up ahead of time.
Thanks, Tommy.
Like when I list that Yeti cooler, it's going to be boxed up before I even list it, so I know the weight and everything because that thing's huge.
Yeah.
It's going to weigh a ton. Yeah, 1,000 listings. I was happy when I hit 300 listings, and then we hit 400 right before we left for vacation, and now we're back down to like 350.
Yeah, we finally got over 800 a few weeks ago, and now we're at like 750 again.
Well, I told my wife whenever we came back, I was like, okay, I'm going to list. Well, we got back Sunday. I haven't listed or taken pictures of anything yet. It's already Thursday. So I kind of focused more on YouTube this week, I think. Getting all my videos edited. So I think next week will probably be more focused on your eBay. Did you sell your security light from the challenge yet?
Yeah, that sold. The filters, I don't think those sold yet. Which surprised me. Those usually sell quickly.
How much do you sell the light for?
I got 75 or 85.
That was a good thing. Yeah, he said I box everything up over 5 pounds. That's probably a good idea.
I'm just so afraid I'll sell something and then not have a box or not have.
And that's the thing is, like, I went to U-Haul to buy the box for the cooler already, just so I knew I had it, because I think it's going to sell pretty quick. I'll be really curious to see how long it lasts.
YouTube unsubscribes people. I just checked knowing I've been subbed to you for long. Those son of a guns. Well, thanks for resubbing, Adam.
I really wish I knew somebody over at YouTube to find out, like why? Like, why do you guys do this?
Thanks, Daddy.
Now I was snooping in Bobby's live when Tommy brought up about the promotional ratings or the adding the 3.5% or 4% to your promos to the suggested, and it has really helped my sales. So thank you, Tommy.
So I did 1% for the longest time, and then I noticed that it was it slowed down some. So I bumped it to 2.2, and it's been doing good. Amazon affiliate link.
Wow.
Ask Mike about the Disney ears.
Hey,
you should make a video, Angie. You should make a video about it.
Tell us about the Disney ears.
Yeah. Once Angie puts out another video, I'll tell her about the Disney ears.
Oh, she doesn't even know? I thought this was an inside joke.
Well, so I bought all the Disney ears for our challenge, and they just haven't sold yet.
Oh, gotcha.
It was the Disney Pride ears that they came out with. I mean, I got them cheap, but
hey, Paul.
How are you?
Hey, Paul. Well, Mike, do you have any thing you want to promote before we get off here?
I think the only thing we have right now is, well, we have our Monday night show this week. Atlanta Flipper is going to be on. Sweet. And our Saturday night show, Chosen Goods Reseller, is going to be on.
Those are great guests.
We do. We have some good guests coming up. And then also on the 6th, we have our birthday show. So you guys are welcome. I'll send you guys the link, and we're going to try to get as many people on as we can.
Well, that'll be cool.
Yeah, it should be a good time. Hopefully JT comes on and sings happy birthday. Is what we're hoping is going to happen.
Who's going to sing it? JT?
Yeah, that's what we're hoping.
JT has a beautiful singing voice.
I have not heard it yet, I don't think. I feel like I miss it every time.
Chuck, you got anything?
I really don't. I got my video next week's going to be my first What Sold video. But tomorrow night, Gino and I are not doing a live, but we might be back on the next Friday. I got nothing to promote except this show next Thursday on my channel.
Yeah, we will have Tina from Resale Royalty. I have a feeling I might have messed up her name, but there we are.
That's right. Like Resale Royalty 74 or something.
Yeah. So I knew that I missed something in there.
Close
but
enough.
yeah, she will be on your channel.
So the Cap Guy needs more fantasy football resellers to join a league.
Hey, Bobby, get a hold of me. I would love to join your fantasy football league.
Yeah, reach out to me. I'd join too.
The only thing I have to share is I did make a gaming video for playing with Nady Pie, so I'm editing it It's an hour and 44 minutes. I'm going to condense it to like 15 or less. So I got to get the high points. It's been a lot of editing. And the Fork Me channel, I'm doing a intro, and I think it's pretty funny. So we will see to that. I'm going to be finishing that this week.
Did you put all those links in the description?
Yeah, I put those in the description. And
Cool.
then this channel, I'll be posting. I sold something and made a lot of money off of it. So it was really awesome. My biggest sell ever. So I'm going to drop that video as well because I'm pretty proud of it. And then I just wanted to say, if anyone is into dark poetry, my wife just published her first book. What is it? Wildfire from Hell. I can't really read it, but I put the link in the chat, and then if you guys want to check it out. But she worked about a year on it and got her first book out, so it comes from her soul.
So a lot of dirty lyrics in there. Lyrics.
Yeah.
About a man from
It's a lot of it comes from true stories too. So
cool.
All right, that's all I got. So, Mike, thank you. I appreciate you coming on our show.
Thanks for asking.
Sorry about the subscribers you will lose after this, but it's contract you signed. But for real, everyone subscribe to Mike. And remember, next week we're gonna be on Chuck's channel, and we'll have Tina Resale or Resale Royalty.
Tina Resale.
All right. Have a good night. Have a good weekend, everyone. Stay safe.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.